Hello viewer, I'm Kevin, and boy do I have a tutorial for you. Have you ever wanted to be fingered digitally? Well, now I'm going to show you how in Resident Evil 7, The Beginning Hour, which is the demo of Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, not the full game. It is free for download on Steam, PS4, and at least I believe PS4 and Xbox One. I'm doing this tutorial because when I was streaming on Twitch with a couple of my friends, I found like a dummy finger, and I was asking people if they knew what this was for, if this had any purpose, or if this was just to show, because I couldn't figure out what to do with it. Someone said that there's a video explaining all this, and I didn't want to do this on stream because it would take too much time, and also because copyright infringement. I didn't want that to be on my stream or anything because it was his video. I have afterwards checked out the video. I had looked at other online postings of these kind of things, so I know what to do, and it takes a long time to do this. So I finally did it, but this video was recorded and edited, and then my voice is dubbed over it because it took so long to do this. I believe like an hour and 10 minutes. I have no idea. So immediately to your right, what you want to do is crouch down and kind of pull this lever, and what that does is that it activates an early trigger to leave the fuse on the table as soon as you enter that little secret passageway right there, and then you open it. You can double tap A or run into it, and then right there is the fuse. If you don't grab the fuse and you watch the VHS tape, you will not get the fuse because it activates triggers to leave the backdoor key instead for one of the alternate endings, where it's like, welcome to the family, son. But after you pull the lever and you get the fuse to the stairs, you want to go back into the back door and grab the pliers because you need to get the VHS tape after this. I don't know if you have to do it in sequential order as I'm doing it. I just did as all the instructions were told me to do. So first of all, the fuse for the stairs, get the bolt cutters to clip this, and then get the VHS tape. And I believe the next step is watch the VHS tape. I have the little prompt right here. So yeah, get the VHS tape and then you watch it. So again, as soon as you start the game, get the upstairs fuse and the little secret door, get the bolt cutters, get the VHS tape, and then go into the VHS tape. And the reason for this is because you need to get the axe in the drawer. That's the only reason you need to do this. So you can skip dialogue, you can go through this as fast as you can. I'm speeding through this. Ignore my teabagging, I forgot I left that in there. But all you need to do with this one is you don't really need to worry about anything. You don't need to open any of the fridges, the single fridge. You don't need to open the fridge, the microwave, the pot, or anything else yet. We will be rewatching the VHS tape later, but for now, all you need to do is get the lockpick between the fridge and the microwave on the floor, and open the drawer with the axe in it, because you will need this in the future when you stop watching the tape. Open that drawer. You don't need to open anything else. I'm just doing it for reference's sake. And there's your cutaway. You asked for a cutaway, right? There it is. Yeah, I forgot about that part. He's dead. He's dead. That guy is most definitely dead. I love how he just sits there and never runs away. Like, never in his mind did he go like, oh, there's a pair of legs. I should probably run backwards. Anyway, so after you finish watching the VHS tape, you want to go back into like this little room and grab the backdoor key. And here's the thing. You unlock the back door. Oh, that's creepy. I forgot he was there. He just disappears randomly. Anyway, so you just grab the backdoor key. Oh, fuck. I forgot the mannequin falls. But you grab the backdoor key, you unlock the back door, but you do not leave. Do not leave. So walk back as fast as you can, because sometimes your character automatically pushes the door open. Just do not leave. Why do you need to unlock it? I don't know. I guess it activates something. And then as well as you grab the axe, and then you continue your way. And then at this point, oh, there's a loud noise. At this point, you want to open the attic, or pull down the attic stairs, whatever you want to call it. And you want to go to the attic to grab the basement key. Ironic, isn't it? You have to go up to go down. Who knew? Anyway, so you go up here and you grab the key to the basement, and you also want to look for ammo. All you really need to do is destroy the box with the yellow tape on it and look under the bed frame where the pillow's at. And that's all the ammo that there is in this room. I kind of look around and break the other boxes, but you don't really need to since there's nothing in there. And it's creepy because later they respawn. But next to but behind the TVs, next to the ladders that go upstairs to the window, is the mannequin hand you will need to combine with the mannequin finger, and then this will play a role into everything else later. So you get the ammo for the handgun, and then you go downstairs to get the dummy hand that's behind the TV next to the ladders and by the attic window. And now you want to grab the dummy finger, which is downstairs in this drawer, and go to the bathroom in the very back room. And this is a new room. In the early updates, this was not here. Well, the door was here, but not the back area. And then in the midnight update, they added this back area. So you want to get the ammo in this drawer. I accidentally crouched, ignore that. There's ammo in the drawer, and there's ammo behind the little cabinet above the sink. And we need to get a wheel for that to turn off the water or on, I have no idea, so that way you can flush the toilet and get a handgun that's in there. There's ammo on the top shelf, you need to get that as well. There should be 12 bullets in total, I think, I believe, maybe. My theory will be confirmed later on during the video as you keep watching. So unlock the basement and get the ammo as you go down the stairs. You kind of have to be a little bit cautious, or not cautious, just keep your eyes open on the left side of the stairs. It should be right there. They hide it very well in plain sight. You probably won't see it until you go back upstairs. You want to grab the lockpick. I don't know why, just grab it. It's right there. And in here is scary. The monster does not spawn until you either walk further into the room or you go here. So at this point you want to tap the A button on the door to open it, and you have to stun the monster and keep tapping that A button. Smash the A button as much as you can to get the hell out of this room as fast as you can. You do not want to get touched by the molded, because you will get the infected ending if he touches you. So just open the door, run back, stun him, and then smash the A button like you've never smashed before, and you'll kick the door open and just run out of there. So now that we have the valve, you want to put the valve into the water system. I think you turn off the water or you turn it on. I have no idea. I feel like it's on right now, and then doing this turns it off, and then now you're able to flush the toilet. I have no idea. I don't know why there's a handgun in the bloody toilet and why there's a lot of needles in there, but this family definitely ain't keeping secrets to a minimum. Alright, now you got the handgun. And the best part about this is now you have to go back downstairs. Crazy, right? This time you go back downstairs and you grab the attic key on the doll's hand to the right. So you just kind of have to run through this. The second time coming down here, the monster spawns outside the door, so all you have to do is run past it. This is my mistake. Don't do this part. Don't waste your bullets. Don't shoot it in the head. Don't do anything. Don't try to run. Don't try to back away from it, because this is what happens. You get bit, and this is what you don't want. Usually you stun him to run past him. You shouldn't be wasting ammo on this. And if you do that incorrectly like I did, you get the infected ending. That's not what you want. You want the good ending. So I had to replay this again. I'm back to the valve, back to getting the handgun, and you're back here again. So I want to quickly say that during the first time you go downstairs, if you don't grab the valve and you continue to walk toward grabbing the attic key, the molded spawns inside that room instead of coming down the vent. So you're kind of screwed if you try to get the attic key, because he's right in front of you and he will hit you. So you grab the valve first, you leave the room, and then you get the handgun, and then you come back for the basement key, and you just run past them. Just run past them. Double tap A, and it'll open the door faster rather than running into it. That's a trick you need to know. When you're trying to leave and enter rooms, it's better that as you approach the door, you keep pressing the A button. You need to grab the Resident Evil 7 notebook. They just call it like a blank notebook. I believe it's called the Resident Evil 7 blank journal, and this is what you need, because when you go upstairs, the little girl, there's like bloody handwriting on the wall that Evelyn does, the little girl, and when you read the handwriting, when you have the notebook, you start taking down notes, because there's like 5 murder mysteries you have to solve, and this is where the first giggle appears. Yep. So that giggle is activated when you get the notebook, because you start writing down in the journal that there's 5 murder mysteries to solve. So that was the first giggle, and this door is important because there's no bloody handprints on it, but we will see bloody handprints on it later when we solve the 5 murder mysteries. I'm sorry, I had to think about it. Oh yeah, and the boxes. You see how they respawn? It's creepy as heck. I destroyed them, right? You saw me destroy them. But anyway. So going downstairs from the attic, you got the first giggle, the bloody message, and the finger. You combine the finger and the hand after you read the message and you get the first giggle. And now it's combined. So you have fingered your hand. Good job, internet. So now what you want to do is go next to this clock and point the hand at the drawer. It takes me a little bit, but you kind of point it like at the bag, I guess. But this is kind of like, the sound effects are more or less hints of how the people have died. And you don't solve the murder mysteries until you hear the giggles. So this one is the first mystery. And it involves, I guess, a drawer falling over someone and them dying. But now you have to go back upstairs to the attic door in the back and point at the light. But this is weird. So at the end of the hallway, you're supposed to point at the light with the finger. But the laugh activated and I didn't even need to point the finger at it, which is really odd. Even like, I think right now, I probably cut it out. Yeah, I cut it out. I tried pointing the finger at it and it didn't, and she didn't laugh. She laughed as I approached the light source, which is very odd. And this is what I want to show you really quickly. So now that we solved the first murder mystery, with the drawer falling over and you hear like the blood squirt out, there's going to be handprints that appear on the door. And when you see 5 handprints, or when you see 4 handprints, you know you're on the right track. And the last one doesn't activate until later. So now the second murder mystery is downstairs in the basement. You can go inside. They activated a trigger to where the monster does not spawn anymore after the first giggle. So now what you do is you grab the hand and you point at the dead body. And again, after the first giggle, when you're reading the bloody message in the attic, they disabled the molded, so he does not spawn anymore. So you can enter this room without caution. It doesn't appear anymore. And if it does, then I guess you did something wrong, because that shouldn't happen. And you kind of have to point the finger above its head. I've been trying to mess around with it for like a couple seconds. Right there, that's where it should be at. And then the gunshot. These all just kind of allude to how the people died and things like that, how it happened. So now that you've done that, you pointed to the light, you went to the dead body above the head. You want to go upstairs, and there's a painting by the attic stairs. Or not the attic stairs, but the upstairs stairs, I guess. There's going to be a painting with a woman with the bag over her head. And you need to cut the painting with the axe. Don't shoot it. Just cut it with the axe. Why? I don't know. Again, it tells more of the story. There we go. I believe that's the third giggle. So now near the voodoo room, just under the stairs to the left, you need to look at a door on the inside and then use the hand. There's a car outside. And then use the hand to point a finger above the left doorknob. It takes me a while to get it, but I mean, you get the point, you get the gist of it. You kind of have to like mess around with it a bit, be finicky with it. Right there. Point a little bit above the door handle knob on the very left, and then you'll hear banging, and I guess they trapped someone inside the door to where they were panicking. And this is the hard part. It took me 4 freaking ever to figure this out. So you have to immediately look at the mirror, and I sped this up by like 2,000%. So you have to look at this mirror and do a 180-degree turn with a control. You don't do it manually, like you don't look at the mirror and turn around. There's a button that makes your character spin in a circle, which took me forever to figure out. You do not press down on the left thumbstick. You press backwards on the left thumbstick, moving backwards, and you tap B, and you spin in a circle. And here it is in a second. I'm going to show you. This made me so mad. So I'm aiming the wrong way. And I went backwards and tapped B, and I got the giggle. You're supposed to look at the mirror and then do a 180-degree turn. And this confused me because I was looking at the voodoo room and then I did my 180-degree turn. So again, you don't push down on the left stick controller, you tap it backwards, and when your character moves backwards, you press B to do the 180-degree turn. A little confusing, really. It took me like maybe 15 minutes to figure that out. So now you go upstairs after, I believe, the 4th giggle. So there's 3 handprints right now. The 4th one would appear after this. So now you go upstairs in the attic by the bed, and you point at the blue and white wires. So you want to get in the corner of the bed and the desk and point at the blue and white wires. And it takes a little bit to just kind of adjust it, but there you go. and people were hanged, I don't know. They died. So get in the corner, again, try to get in the corner of everything that you're trying to point at as possible to make it more accurate. And I believe there should be another bloody handprint. Yep, there's 4. I think just a second ago there were 3. No, there's 4. We figured it out, yay! So now what you want to do is go downstairs in the kitchen and open the pot that's on the table. And then we have to rewatch the VHS tape after we open it, because I guess it activates something to where once the lid's off and you rewatch the tape and you open things in a certain order, I guess you finish it? I have no idea. So again, point at the blue and white wires upstairs, come back downstairs to the kitchen, open the pot, and then rewatch the VHS tape. And this second time that we're rewatching the VHS tape is important. If you fail, you do not need to restart. Just keep watching the tape until you get it. So please don't restart. It will still finish. Boo! Oh, I got spooked. But anyway, we watched the VHS tape for the second time, but don't go ahead of them. I did that on accident here, but you just let them voice act everything out, and then you have to open these in order. So you interact with the fridge, the microwave, the pot on the table, grab the lockpick, open the drawer that's locked, again, and then open the other drawer right next to it. And then after that, open the small drawer with the finger in it by the stairs as you progress forward. And then in the upstairs where you push the button to let the stairs down, there's going to be headphones on a table. You look at the headphones. So again, you have to look at the fridge, the microwave, the pot, grab the lockpick, open the locked drawer, open the other drawer next to it, get the small dummy finger, or open the drawer with the small dummy finger, and then go upstairs and look at the headphones. You don't need to touch them or do anything. Just witness them. I know, right? He left. Unfucking believable.
They come and go, but a good cameraman like you, Clancy?
Yeah, like you, Clancy? A good cameraman like you, Clancy? What a kiss ass. So you open the drawer with the dummy finger in it, and then you look at the headphones, witness them, and after this, during some point before the VHS tape ends, you're supposed to encounter a spooky woman, and when you encounter the spooky woman, you will be able to go downstairs again into the basement, which I will show quickly here. Have I not sped this up? Oh, I have. Okay. So you need to witness the spooky woman after interacting with everything in the VHS tape. I haven't seen her, but I still went to go down and check. And you're supposed to look at this doll afterwards to get the final giggle. I do not get the final giggle here. So you have to keep watching the VHS tape. I had to rewatch it multiple times. I had to finish it and then go back to the doll to hear the giggle. And I was having the worst of luck. So again, you do not need to restart everything, but you have to rewatch the VHS tape again and again and again and again and again and again. I had to rewatch the damn thing so many times, and I have never encountered the spooky woman. Ever. In all my encounters, I've never seen her. But I went back downstairs again, and I crept up on the doll, and lo and behold, I've got the giggle. I don't know how. You're supposed to witness the spooky woman while the VHS tape plays and you interact with everything in order, but I've never seen her. And it activated somehow. Whatever, that's fine. But anyway, after you're done with all that, the final thing to do is go back to the pot and use the dummy finger and point at the pot. And this is where it gets a little morbid. Ugh, all the sound effects are so nasty. But anyway, it gets a little morbid because I guess it alludes to once the dead bodies are cleaned, they're like taken down, they put it in the pot and they eat them. I don't know if that's true. It's just that's what it sounds like. So now after the pot, you're all done. And there's way more than 5 bloody handprints on the door. But you beat it. You're done. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Open the door and you reclaim your prize, which is a sign on a chair. You did all that for a sign on a chair. And it rocks back and forth. But this is Evelyn saying, "You're the best ever." Just kind of teasing you a little bit. And you grab the dirty coin. And you beat the game. And also because we didn't get infected by the molded, You can also get the true ending when leaving the attic, which is right in front of me. I'm just inspecting the coin to show you what it looks like. If you keep the game save and you get the full game of Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, you can bring that coin into the game. I don't own the game. I really want to. But it's supposed to, I guess it gives you like a perk or something in game to help you out during the story. I don't own the game yet. I don't have it. People were telling me to get the torrented file, and the thing is, I don't support torrent because I also like getting achievements, and I do want to support this game. So I will not be getting that. Thank you for your help, though, but I rather not torrents. But that's it. Hopefully that helps. There's going to be instructions on the screen as well that show you what to do. You know, everything's sequential order. It takes a little while to do this, a little bit of a couple tries with rewatching the VHS tape the second time around to activate the triggers, but you're supposed to encounter the ghost woman. You should and you need to be able to see the ghost woman after activating with or interacting with everything, but I never saw her. Even when I rewatched the recording that I had and I brightened up the screen to see where she was, I had never seen her. So just every once in a while after you do the VHS tape, go downstairs and check the doll. You should hear the laugh, go to the pot, point at it, and then go upstairs and grab your coin. And you're done. Hey, it's Resident Evil 7. Yay. And you get the true ending as well. Yay. There you go, 30 coin. You can bring it into the game as long as you have the game save. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. Hope this helped. And if it did, hit the like button because apparently that's the trendy thing everyone does today. I'm trying to be cool. But yeah, have a great day, be safe, and support the game. I love it, and I don't even own it.